Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Gunpla TV. This is episode number 277, and once again I am joined by my lovely associate,
Lindsay.
Lindsay, welcome back.
You didn't say your own name. Who are you?
That's right, I am Todd, and we are with HobbyLink Japan. This is all brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, the place where you can get all of your wonderful model kits.
Yes.
That is
and other
true.
things.
And other
Lots
things too.
things.
Toys and food and maybe some new clear Pepsi soon, I think.
Yeah, we do stock all of those limited
we
time.
do stock indeed. I'm looking forward to trying that one out.
So what are we looking at today?
All right, so today we are looking at, and this is the first of the Moderoid releases from Good Smile Company. This is the Mazinkaiser. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
That is really cool. The
Isn't
wings.
it pretty awesome looking? The wings, look at that, nice and clear. But we'll get into that when we take a closer look at it, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
no.
pretty nifty.
What's up with this?
All right, so last week I did the Mazinkaiser because we had no releases from Bandai. This week, actually, there was supposed to be one release coming in this week, and that is
The Fumina.
the Fumina. So that special Fumina, but it's not here yet, and quantities might be limited. So
Yeah.
we'll have to take a look and see if we can maybe cover that one at a later point, perhaps.
I
after
do
it's
hope
in.
she comes soon.
Well, I mean, Bandai Hobby Kits, I have a hope that since it is just a regular model kit, they will be able to crank out more of them at a
Yeah.
later date. Just the initial batch might be a bit limited, so but hopefully later on they'll come in more and more.
Yeah, and you know, we've only had one in that series, that Labo series.
Right.
So I wonder if they're making any more. We didn't see any at the hobby show.
Right,
So it's
that's
kind
true.
of a big question
We'll
right
have
now.
to see. The next hobby show will be Tokyo in September, so maybe we'll find out something then. But in Fumina's stead, we are going to do, and now there has been one guy out there, whoever you are. There's one person out there that's really been wanting to see this VF4 Lightning built ever since it was released and ever since it went up on the site. So this week is for you, my friend. Yes, we're going to take a look at, this is the VF4 Lightning 3, and this is by Wave Corporation. Now, I did look inside of the box, and I believe this is molded in different colors here. You can see the gray, and the North cone is molded in like a weird tan, plus we got white. But it also has like pegs, like snap-together pegs on the fuselage.
Yeah.
So I do believe this is going to be a snap-together kit like we usually do here.
And if it's not, then Todd's going to have a lot of fun this weekend.
If it's not, I will have to let you know that we are going to have to glue it. But this does have a water slide decals. There's no stickers.
Okay.
It is only water slide decals. So I probably will only have a look at the naked kit, as is my style.
Dress it up, Todd.
Dress it up.
Don't
Oh,
shame it on TV.
we'll have to see. But if I do the decals, then I'm going to want to paint it and do all that fun stuff.
You could, you
If
know.
I have the time, we'll have to see how much I can do. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, but that'll be next week. So, but for this week, let's take a closer look at the Mazinkaiser, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
So here we have it, the first release in the Moderoid lineup. It is the Mazinkaiser. And boy, doesn't he look quite spiffy. Look at that glossy black plastic. So when I was building this kit, the build of this kit really reminded me of Kotobukiya kit.
Aw.
And I guess that would probably be a good thing to say, because both of these kits are made in China. Kotobukiya kits are always made in China.
Oh, really?
And this one was also made in China, so it's a bit different of a build than you would expect for like a Gundam kit. I think I just get really spoiled with the Gundam kits, so when I start to build something else that's just not a Gundam kit, I'm just always like, ah. But once you have them all put together and standing up like that, I think he does look quite spiffy and quite nice.
I
Doesn't
mean,
he?
my favorite part is the use of red clear plastic on the wings.
That's a good point. Let's
And
take
the
a
chest
closer
piece.
look at those wings there. So you can see underneath those, the red plastic parts, or the clear plastic parts. On the back is a solid red, and on the front here we have the clear. But underneath that, actually, they give you these like foil stickers. So you have to put all the foil stickers on the inside of underneath the clear parts here, and then you put the clear part over it.
So that's how they got that mechanical looking design.
That is indeed how they get that mechanical looking design, although the grooves, I believe, and everything were already on the plastic itself.
Okay.
So if you wanted to just like paint it like your own chrome paint instead of using the stickers, you could do that too. But as you can see here by me reflecting this in the light, that the foil stickers on the underside kind of give it a really nice shine, a really good glow, and it just kind of makes this kind of stand out once you see it. So everybody that saw this so far since I brought it to work, they're like, wow, those wings are really cool looking.
Yeah.
And the same also for his piece here on the chest. There's also a silverish silver sticker underneath this clear plastic, so that makes that reflective as well. Now you notice I have him holding his sword. He does not come with a stand, and I found by keeping him holding the sword there, since the sword is quite big, it actually keeps him stable. So the sword acts as kind of like a good
Balancer.
balancer, like an extra leg in there just to keep him held up. Because the backpack is like quite a bit heavy, so I kind of have to tilt him forward a bit to balance out those wings so that he can stand on his own.
Now, does he have any pegs in holes in the back to use with bases or stands of any kind?
Let's take a look here. All right, so you see this hole here? I think you can use this for a base if you would like. So
it's probably just pretty standard size.
pretty standard thing that you can just poke right in there, but it doesn't come with the base, so you'd have to do that on your own. Now, one thing I wanted to note when I was building this kit, the plastic for this backpack part here where it attaches to the back, let me pop this off. So it has these two notches here in the back, and there is another black, if you don't want to have the backpack attached, there's a small little black shiny black plastic part that'll pop in there if you don't want to use the backpack. But when I was building this, they have the two tabs that would pop into the back part here, and they have kind of like it's a bit hard to see, especially because they broke off on me. So I wanted to mention that when I was trying to pop this backpack here into the back of the unit, the little tabs that are supposed to kind of lock it in place, just from the force of trying to push it in, kind of snapped off on me. So be careful out there when you're building this kit. Take a little bit extra care. Although, even though those tabs have kind of broken off on me as just a little bit, it still is able to hold the backpack on its own without falling off. All right. And I think a lot of people out there are going to kind of be curious, well, exactly how does this compare, like movement-wise, to like a Gundam kit? So the joints are pretty basic, I think. You do have a knee joint, although it isn't like the double jointed that we're used to seeing on like the Gundam kits.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty wide range of motion, I think.
It still is pretty good. You can see he's got a nice stretch motion there. And the, whoops. I guess I won't pull that one off. But for the hip joint, it's just like a solid peg. And the construction kind of reminded me of like Gundam kits of like years past. So, but I mean, it works, and that's good. That's all you need. So his arm's pretty good too. Not too fancy, but hey, it moves. That's all that matters. The head, whoops, that does pop off a little bit. The only thing that's keeping this chest unit on here is this little triangular indent on the inside. There are these two holes on the sides, but I guess those are probably for like a future release and not specifically this one. This one just pops in like so. Now the head comes pre-painted, or the face mask I should say. So you don't have, that's not a sticker, that's just pre-painted like you see in the Kotobukiya kits there. And these gold antenna horns on the side, these are pre-painted as well. This is just a plastic piece that you kind of just sandwich in, and it kind of holds okay, pretty well. But it looks pretty cool. The sword is I like the sword. The sword looks really cool. It's got the clear red gems on the hilt here and the silver beams. And the hand that holds it, you do get, speaking of hands, you do have a number of hand options to choose from here. Let me show. I use the one for the sword, and then I have the closed fist here too. But you have like choice of open hands or closed hands, or like a left hand that can also hold the sword. All right, and one more thing that I really want to mention before I finished this episode here, I've seen some people were kind of wondering about the size of this guy and how does he stack up to the Bandai kits. So I brought with me, if you can maybe see if you can get him to stand, I brought some friends with me. So you guys might recognize the ogre from last week's episode. This guy is an HG kit. So you can see here the size compared to an HG kit. Is he still not wanting to stand? It's those wings. I've kind of moved him around a bit. Oh, is he? Come on, work with me here, Mazinkaiser. And of course, we got the HGs, and we got to add in a master grade as well, so you guys can see. Although this is the F91. Whoops. The F91 master grade. Now you guys can kind of see why I was using that sword as a bit of an extra. Oh wait, did he? You know, maybe I'm just going to take off this backpack. Now he can stand. All right, so you guys can really get a good chance to see just how this compares size-wise with Gundam kits. You got the 2.0 F91 here on the left, still missing those dried decals, of course, and the HG kit on the right. So he's kind of like in between. Although the 2.0 F91 is really like on the smaller end of master grade kits, I feel. So he kind of fits between a master grade and a HG kit size-wise. So not too bad. It looks pretty cool. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're a big Mazinkaiser fan. Yeah, yep. I think that about pretty much wraps it up for the look at the Mazinkaiser.
All right.
The apocalypse.
So that was Good Smile's first Moderoid, the Mazinkaiser.
Mazinkaiser?
And I was meaning to bring this up, but Bandai's doing Mazinger, right? They're doing Mazinger Z and Great Mazinger. Very coincidentally around the same time as Good Smile.
That's right. We saw those for the first time, I believe, at the Shizuoka Hobby Show. Like they announced them like right before the Shizuoka Hobby Show, I believe, and we saw them there at the show. And those look pretty cool too, so... those will be out in August and September, I believe.
Of course, they are different, but it'll be fun to compare them.
It will be indeed. Like in the video, like in the close-up, how I compared the Mazinkaiser to the MG and the HG. We'll have to see how the Bandai kit compares. I'll hold on to this guy so that he'll still be around when the Bandai kits come out. Like I like to do, always compare stuff just to see how it looks. So
right.
We'll do that for you in August and September.
Yeah.
That seems...
And
it's coming up soon.
Todd will be doing this one for you next week.
That's right. We'll have to give it a go.
But before we wrap up, I've got some comments here. The first one comes from Chitaum. How did I not see the Mazinkaiser was a model kit? He says.
I don't know. No. Yeah, it can be hard to tell sometimes, especially when you have something from Good Smile Company, who's always been known for just regular figure kits.
Yeah, now we do have the skill set at the bottom of all the HLJ product pages.
Well, that's a good way to tell.
So this one did have a skill level on it, and we say whether it needs paint or glue.
Right.
So, but it's not very obvious.
It's not very obvious.
Because if you're looking at the title, you see, it's Good Smile, it's probably a Figma or something.
Except, although it did have Moderoid.
Yeah, but people don't know what that is yet. Moderoid comes from the word model, I think.
Right.
Modeloid.
Model and Nendroid, so they combine the Nendroid and the Moderoid.
But people aren't familiar with that name yet, I think. So, but yeah, now you know. We've got them up for pre-order, so grab them while you can.
And if there are some more like really fun stuff like that, there is going to be actually like a model kit that you can build. I'll probably try and talk about it on the show and see if we can cover it. Especially if it's something that can be snapped together and doesn't need glue and paint.
Yes, something Todd can do in one weekend.
Yes, something I can do in 1 week, preferably one day.
So the next comment comes from Crizzlemoose. It almost feels like Gundam is turning into Pokemon with weird designs that look nothing like machines. But you know what? Build Divers has been around for a few years, so it's not a new development. Damn it! Did I say that? Okay. Build Fighters has been around for a few years, so even though Divers is showing us like this penguin-inspired kit, they're not actual like brand new designs to the Gundam universe. They are based on older Gundam types. So I know it kind of looks funny among all of these standard-looking Gundam.
Well, I mean, even before Build Fighters, there was that G Gundam series, and that had some really crazy stuff too, like the Windmill Gundam. That's like my favorite one. Is just it's a windmill from like Holland, but it's a Gundam.
I need to see this.
So I mean, crazy stuff for Gundam isn't necessarily new. It's been around.
To somebody who's not familiar with the Gundam series, it might be like, oh, what the heck's this?
Right.
But to us, it's just like, oh,
it's fun.
Bandai's getting creative again.
They are getting creative, and also I think that kind of crazy stuff tends to sell quite well. So
yeah, because it's so unique among
it's unique
the
and
standard Gundam model types.
Right, and it attracts more of like a younger audience, and so you got to go where the sales are. You got to bring people in, and those young people, well, maybe they'll go off and build like a Sazabi later on, or who knows. So,
but
whatever
Todd
gets them
also
interested.
just really likes them.
I do. They're fun. I mean, Hado and Puchiga and
right.
Bear Guy.
Hado has been around since the beginning, so it's like, wow, we finally got an HG kit
a nice
of Hado.
Hado. That is cool. And the Bear Guy. I still want them to do like a master grade Bear Guy. Or like a perfect grade. Or just like a mega sized Bear Guy. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just mega sized Bear Guy.
He probably wouldn't be that expensive, to be honest, because he's very simple in design, so there wouldn't be a lot of extra parts. Anyways, we're rambling.
We are indeed. Okay.
Let's go on to the next big thing.
The next big thing indeed
the winner
is
of the 2,000 yen store credit at HLD.com.
That's right. And for this week, the random number generator has chosen lucky number 6. We got a low number this week, and this is from Cross Mirage. Cross Mirage. Congratulations, Cross Mirage. Your comment is 2 friends for the price of 1. I don't know. Is he talking about us?
I thought maybe it was about the Momoka pool.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
If you want to expand upon that comment.
Puchika pool and the Momoka pool, so that is good. Maybe that is actually what he's talking about.
Now I want to dig deeper into this. The word friends could mean anything. But anyways, so congratulations.
Indeed.
And if you too want to win 2,000 yen store credit at HLJ.com, all you gotta do is go find this episode on HobbyLink TV, episode number
277,
and put your comment there. And maybe the lucky
number generator.
The lucky number generator will smile upon you.
You never know. Okay.
And maybe someday I can say that without getting tongue-tied.
Well, there's always another 300 episodes to go after this.
All right.
Okay. So I think that about wraps it up for this week, doesn't it? So shall we head on out of here and tell them where they can find us?
Yes, and then it's on to Toy Tengoku.
Oh boy.
So you can find us on HLJ.com, of course, as well as our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter.
Yeah.
And, just come check us out. We cover a wide range of things on a bunch of different channels. So
we do indeed.
We hope to see your comments not just on HobbyLink TV, but on our other pages as well.
Okay, that sounds great.
Thanks, Todd.
No worries. Okay, so yeah, it's getting hot. Summer's coming.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go. Another Japanese summer. Yay.
Yay.
Yay for humidity.
All right. Well, on that note, we will see you guys next week.
Indeed we will. Have a good week, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for watching. See ya.